Hello, this is Mark Fent from Sikich with a quick look at the new Dynamics AX. Our topic for today is Lifecycle Services. Lifecycle Services is a complementary application that is used with Dynamics AX. It manages three general areas. Lifecycle Services, or LCS, is used to manage the implementation process of Dynamics AX, including the methodology and the tracking of progress through each of the phases of that implementation. LCS is also used to manage the environments, which can be multiple. Most companies will have at least one live environment. They will probably have testing and development environments as well. And finally, LCS is used to manage the code changes or updates to each of those environments. Let's log into LCS to review some of the features there. Let's talk first about the organization of this screen or form, and that'll help us appreciate what Lifecycle Services does for a company. On the left-hand side of the form, we see the listing of current projects that are defined within Lifecycle Services. Think of a project as a major collection of environments and code and business process documentation that is specific to some purpose within a company. In the middle of the page, we see that there are some tiles here that identify the methodologies that are being used for the implementation process. We can see the identification of the users, perhaps incidents that we've recorded and are managing, things like that. In order to move to the next step in LCS, I'm going to select a project. We will see several things on this form that are related to a specific project within LCS. First of all, in the middle of the form is the methodology that we are using to implement Dynamics AX. You'll notice that this methodology follows the traditional sure-step process that was defined by Microsoft many years ago, slightly modified to fit the AX7 application. Under the phases, there are several tasks that are completed by checking the box, and then once that phase is complete, you check this button at the very bottom to show that that phase is now completed, and you move to the next step or next phase in the implementation process. Each of these tasks allow the company to manage a step that must be completed to move through the implementation process. As I scroll farther to the right, first in the middle of our form now are the environments within that project. I mentioned before that there could be development environments, testing environments, probably a gold environment, which is our standard configuration that can be used to generate other environments. And of course, there could be a live environment of Dynamics AX that is currently being used. To the right of that, these tiles represent additional tools that are provided with LCS and used to manage the implementation process and the environments that are visible there. For example, there is a business process modeler that is built into LCS. And when I open that up, you'll see that there are several libraries available to me of business process documentation. There are global libraries that are provided by Microsoft and can be downloaded and used in your implementation. There could be corporate libraries that are used company-wide or corporate-wide to manage implementations perhaps in different sites or facilities. There is also a list of my libraries which can be used for specific teams that are working within Dynamics AX. A business process model is a collection of business process documentation, and you'll see that these nodes are organized by value stream. So if I go to my order fulfillment down to the project level and look at a create new project business process, there is a set of steps which can be executed in AX to perform that. There is also a flowchart that identifies what those steps look like, and you can also associate a Visio chart to summarize the process. LCS includes additional tools like cloud-powered support, where a company can report support issues they've encountered and receive feedback from Microsoft on how those issues are being resolved. Another is issue search. For any issues that we've encountered, we can do a search of Microsoft knowledge bases, any existing hotfixes or workarounds, and can then review and download those. There is a subscription estimator that can be used to estimate your subscription cost once you're live on Dynamics AX. And there is a system diagnostic tool that allows companies to monitor their environments in the cloud to see the health of the environment and perform any preventive maintenance that may be needed. In this example, I see that my AX7 environment is in great shape. If I look at my demo environment, I see that there are some issues. I have a bunch of jobs that are throwing errors. Finally, on the right-hand side, there are additional tools for managing users and assets in the LCS environment. To summarize, the purpose of Lifecycle Services is to help companies manage their implementations using effective methodology to obtain predictable results. It helps them manage the environments that they're using and any code changes or updates to those environments. As I've said, I work for a company called Sikich, which is a professional services firm with technology, accounting, and other business divisions, headquartered in Chicago with 14 regional offices around the nation. Sikich is a great place to work and a great regional accounting firm, but also a Microsoft Gold Certified partner, member of the President's Club and the Inner Circle, and in the top 1% of all technology solution providers in the world. If you have any questions about the topic of this presentation or Sikich, please feel free to email me at the email address below. Thank you and have a great day.